weirdos and non-weirdos, lovers and friends, pals, and more. Good morning. I was doing some math. I'm not the greatest mathematician, nerdy, but I was doing some math. And I did a calculation. Where is it? Where's that calculation? I'll show it to you. I was doing the math. Hold it. See if I can find my worksheet. There it is. Did the math. Sasa. Good morning. Right, nerdy? It's that infinity sign right there. I love you to the universe and back. Just doing the math. Frog love. Anybody want to lick a frog? Oops. Good morning, fellow Goofonians. Okay, you guys ready? I gotta show you this. Somebody told me that isn't adorable. Give me 5 people. There's only 20, there's 38 now. I should be able to get, thank you, Sosa. I should be able to get 5 thumbsy upsies. Did you guys do the math? There's 3. We should get a couple of thumbsy upsies. Save that one for the kids. Randomly send that to one of your children today. Take a screenshot, save it, and send that to somebody you love today. That's your homework. Not only do the math, but do the homework. Okay? It's a frozen bubble. It's a bubble that's freezing. Niffer sent us this. This is so pretty. Look at that. In real time, too. That's like not special effects or time lapse or anything. Look at that. He drew a jungle or something in there. Can we watch that one more time? I think I want to see that one more time. Rando. Isn't that amazing? Welcome to nature. God, that's beautiful, right, Seliger? Jesus Christ, you can imagine that if you want. I'm not going to. I know, Mush Hunter, it looks like a forest in there. Now here's the one thing. I'm gonna just show you one thing. So there's some comments next to it, right? That people had made. I can't agree with this guy. Most of these comments, yeah, I get it, but I can't agree with this one. Beautiful, but am I the only one who wanted to see it shatter? No, Jace, I don't think you're the only one, but I'm not in the shatter club. Okay, I like it just like that. I want it to stay like that forever. All right, I do understand wanting to see it shatter, but that's just not my club. I love how a random star appeared. Four leaf, that's good. It was a god snow globe. That was a good one. And then this guy, why does everything in our universe evolve into geometric relationships? And if I wanted it to stay whole, I didn't want to see it shatter. Okay? So now that we've done that, let's do this. We ready? Cymatics, 100%, Matthew. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's go laugh a little bit. This will be our morning funny.
Time, go. Why did the Mexican take anti-anxiety medication? Why? For Hispanic attacks. Fucking hell. Two brothers were robbing a liquor store when one grabbed a bottle and said, "Is this whiskey?" The other says, "Yeah, but not as whiskey as robbing a bank." I took a poll recently and I found out that 100% of people in the tent were upset. What did the carpenter say when he finished building his house? What? Nailed it!
Stupid.
My dad got fired as a road worker for theft. Couldn't believe it, but when I got home, all the signs were there. I said to the waitress, "Can I ask you a question about the menu, please?" Mm-hmm. She slapped me across the face and said, "The men I please is no..." Wait. "The men I please is of none of your damn business."
None of your business.
What's the difference between a piano, a tuner, and a bottle of glue? What? You can tune a piano, but you can't piano a tuner. And where does the glue come in? Yeah, people get stuck on that. King
Oh. Good morning. You should have a minor giggle going by now. Okay? Anybody have a minor? Give me a minor giggle. That's funny stuff right there. Streety sent us that one. That is really good stuff right there. All right, Jolie? May I see the menu, please? I don't think I'm ever going to ask a waitress that one again, Four Leaf. Okay? No, I never realized when I was asking her. Minor giggle for sure. All the signs were there, Matthew. Dad wouldn't steal. Okay. Funny. You guys are funny. Hey, last week when Pops was absent, went AWOL, absent without leave, last week, I asked Brock at one of the days to give away a little something. And it was this. And it was to somebody new. And I haven't... Can somebody remember who was supposed to get this last week? And if they're here today, are you still interested? because this has been here for a few days. And it was a brand new person, somebody I had never heard of. So I had been waiting to get an address or some kind of a connection from them. So does anybody remember? So I'm looking for the correct owner to give this to. And if I don't hear from them today, we're going to go ahead and give it away anyways. Okay? We're going to go ahead and be giving it away anyways. All right? So, yeah, it's a sort of snooze you lose, but I don't mean it that way because that doesn't sound nice. But what we do want to do is give that away. So, Cleanie, it wasn't you. I promise you. Not that it shouldn't have been, but Brock came in and he said it's some new person. It was probably their first day on the show. Sounds like it was their last. See ya. Okay. Cleanie's trying to go to the old short-term memory loss trick. Cleanie, I'll make you a deal. Cleanie, you ready? Let's do a trade. Barter. You give me a little something, something, I'll send you a little something, something. Barter. Okay. I'm only looking for Rayman. You can write to me at the DetroitMushLab.net. It's all one word. The DetroitMushLab.net. Okay. You'll scroll to the bottom of that website, and there's a place to email me. If you don't see stuff on the website that excites you, you can send me a personal message, and we'll see if we have anything exciting. Okay? Cleanie, we'll figure that one out later today. But I'm a little bit out, and you're a little bit in, and I'm a little bit in, and you're a little bit out. So we'll mix it up. I have no idea what I just said. We're going to do it. We're doing it right now. Okay? Anthony understood it completely. Anthony, I know what you were talking about, Pops. Okay. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to ask first we have to make a deal with each other. Good morning from Puerto Rico. Good morning. Let's make a deal with one another. I want to play a game, but I don't want any Googlers to play. Okay? Higgs, you knew it too. Higgs is, Pops, that's how we talked in the 70s. Speaking of the 70s, I'll talk about that in a minute. Welcome to Joe Mack, am I right? Good morning, Joe. We give you chocolate donuts your first day here. After that, we'll probably never give you another donut. Joe, we never use white powdered covered donuts. They're a trigger for Pops, okay? So, there you go. Do you guys want to play a game? Will you promise not to Google? Give me a couple of people that want to play but will promise not to Google. No Google, no Google, no Google. Because if you Googled, you can find these out really easily. Let's no Google a game. Okay? Let's no Google a game. It's going to be Trivial Pursuit. Trivial Pursuit. You ready? Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to say it. I'm going to ask a question. You're going to give the answer. If you get it correct, you move forward to the next round. If you don't get it correct, you have to go sit in the reflection pool. Okay? So only get it correct because you knew it or guessed it, and then you're going to move forward. And once I get 3 or 4 or 5, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Okay? But this is also a way we're learning together. Learning! How many people love to learn? Okay. Here we go. What Sanskrit greeting means I bow to you. Sanskrit greeting means I bow to you. What's the answer? Give me an answer. Only answer once, too. Only answer once. What Sanskrit greeting means I bow to you? Okay? I'm shy. I feel like I should know that one. It's a Sanskrit greeting. It means I bow to you. I can tell which of you guys out there are yoga masters and which aren't. The yoga masters are popping up all over the place. Okay? I'm going to kill that question now. I'm going to give you the answer. If you didn't get it correct or you didn't answer at all, you can't move forward. If you answered it correct, you're going to move forward to the next question. The answer, namaste. If I'm saying it correctly, namaste. Namaste. Michael Patterson says it to us every single day here. Okay? So I'm not looking for perfect spelling, but if you knew that one, you're moving forward. If you didn't know that one, we're going to get back to you. Okay? You'll still get other chances. How about this one? Only namaste correctees can move forward. Here's the next question. What chart topper was sung by a group of musicians who dubbed themselves USA for Africa? Musicians calling themselves USA for Africa. What was their famous song? What famous song? Chart topper. Okay? Only namastes are moving forward. If you didn't say namaste, please don't answer. Let only namastes answer. Okay? Even if you know the answer. Okay? Even if you know, you have to take back seat and let just the namastes move forward. Okay? What do you think the answer is? You namastes? Do you guys know what's going on with USA for Africa music? Okay, it's not an alternator. I've seen a few people answer. I saw a couple of people answer, and that's it. The answer, we are the world. Jolie, I saw, got it. Free got it. Marcus got it. We are the world. There's only those three. There's only those three. We are the world. Namaste and we are the world. Okay? I only have 3 people should be answering this next question. 3 people. 3 people are going to answer this next question. All right? We ready? What member of the O.J. Simpson's dream team said, if it doesn't fit, you must acquit? No Google, no Google. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit. Who said that? I should have 3 people trying to answer that correctly. Okay? I've got an answer from Free. I'll wait for an answer from Jolie and Doc. Jolie and Doc. I've got Doc's answer, and I have Jolie's answer. All 3 of them are correct. You guys are brainiacs this morning. You 3 are brainiacs this morning. The answer was Johnny Cochran. Johnny Cochran. Because of that, all 3 of you, all 3, Doc, which is Marcus Aurelius, Free, which is my long-lost son, and Jolie, who's a doc, who's my girlfriend in New York. All three of you have won. All three of you will move. All three of you send me your address, and I'm going to send you a tincture and a little supplement pack, so you can have different things to work with. A little supplement and a tincture and a supplement pack for all three of you. And the rest of us, I want to give them a round of applause. No Google, no Google, no Google. Okay? Should we do that one more time? Should we do that one more time? Hey, there's a guy. Okay, I'm not even going to mention it. Should we do that one more time? Or is it too hard? Is this too hard? Which is easier? Trivia Pursuit or True False? Okay? Four Leaf, killing it. You notice, I didn't ask that hard of questions. Okay, let's run it back one more time. No Google, no Google. If you get it correct, you move forward. If you don't, you go to the reflection pool. Okay? Here we go. Here we go. In 1997, who copyrighted How You Could Write His Name? 1997, I'm the guy that copyrighted How to Write My Name. Go. Okay. Did I ask a really easy one? I think I did. Has anybody gotten it wrong yet? No, not one person. Cleanie. I think I answered. I think I asked a really easy one. Sorry about that. The design, first seen as an album title in 1992, was officially called Love Symbol Number 2, Prince, or the artist formerly known as Prince. Okay? So good job. Everybody's moved forward. Everybody. Even if you missed that one, you shouldn't have. So you're moving forward. Okay? Now, this one's not going to be as easy. All right? Get ready. No Google, no Google, no Google. How did everybody know it was Prince? I didn't know that one. I pay no attention to who changed their name. Okay? Officially copyrighted it. A new question. If you work at Subway, okay, you have a trademark job title for the person that makes the sub. What is it? The person making the sub at Subway has a trademark job title. What is it? Oh gosh, darn it. Pacers gave us the official answer. Okay. How did you guys know? I had no idea you call it an artist. I had no idea. Every one of you is getting it correct. Pacers is officially correct. He was one. Pacers, once an artist, always an artist. Okay, the bread and food slapper. I thought it was the guy that pumped up the bread. I thought he was the guy that put air in the bread. What do you call him? What do you call the guy that puts the air in the bread? Sandwich artist. I can't break you guys. Okay? I can't break you. You guys are too smart for me. You guys are way, way, way too smart. All right? You won't get this one. The puffer. The puffer. You know there's a fluffer, the bread fluffer. Derby, you're evil. I like Subway, but do they have to put air in the bread like that? Seriously. I bit into a sandwich once and they had forgotten to take the air nozzle out, and I cracked a tooth. No, I'm kidding. But I'm always checking. As soon as I open my sandwich, I make sure that they've removed the air nozzle. Okay? You guys all know exactly what I'm talking about. That's the funniest part about this. Okay? Across the whole United States, everyone knows they pump up the volume. I am here to pump you up. Okay? I'm going to do one more. Okay? I can't break you guys. I can't beat you this morning. What crayon color did Crayola rename to peach in 1962? There was an original color, and in 1962 they said, no. We're going to name that peach. First 3 people to get that correct are going to move forward. It's not flesh. I thought it was flesh. It's not. I honestly thought it was. It's not flesh. I thought it was going to be flesh. No. Has nothing to do with skin. Think nature. Think nature. Think something that grows. Think of something that grows. Often used in Italian food. Often used in Italian food. Okay. I made a big mistake. The answer was flesh. Pops, you suck at this. I was looking for the answer eggplant because eggplant was on here for a different answer for a different question. Oh, Pops, you suck. I'm looking for eggplant. And every fleshy person out there was correct. I'm misreading. I can't be an MC. I can't do it. I'm over here looking for egg. I can't even figure it out. I'm like, how's eggplant? A peach, a Creole? I'm reading it. Okay. Pops didn't do a very good job of reading that one. So forget it. I'm not doing that one anymore. Let's just give it away. I know what I'm going to do. I'll give it away to the first person that tells me the name of a car part. Free, I totally blew that one. Like way blew. I have to double the next prize. Okay, I blew that one. There was 78 of you said flesh. Car part. Give me a car part. It's not alternator, cheaters. Give me a car part. First person to give me the car part I wrote down here is gonna get a situation. Car part, it's an easy one too. I didn't make it hard. No, you guys are getting close. A couple of you are super close. When you get around the wheels and stuff, you're really close to my answer. Okay? Tire valve. I should have done that one, JW. That would have been a good one. Okay, Mushmouth. Mushmouth, you know it. Hubcap. Mushmouth won that one. Mushy, go to hell. Okay? You know I'm kidding. I love my Mushmouth. Okay? He calls me Hubcap when we play Cornholio. Because when I throw, I hit just the side of the board. He acts like it's a hubcap on the car. So he used to call me Hubcap. Yep. Because I could hit right on the side, right where a hubcap would go, but it would never land right on the car. I'm like right on the side of the car. Oh, Joe Mack, that didn't count? It's not a part. I'm going to disagree with Joe this time. I think a hubcap is part of the car. I just do. Okay? Now these guys are saying that's an accessory. Okay, sorry. Well, lucky I didn't say raccoon tail on the antenna. Okay? Now that would have been an accessory. I think it's a car part. I call it a car part. Okay, fuzzy dice. That's right. That is not official. Let's do our homework today. Okay? Look at you guys making a big deal out of it. I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sorry. Next time we'll say decoration / part. Okay? I'm not making fun of you either. I understand your perspective. I truly do. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to mix anybody up. But I don't know. I think legit. 1 second. Maybe the shifter knob's not a car part. That's a decoration. Just the shifter leather. Today's going to be Information Wednesday. Information Wednesday today. Okay? You're about to on Wednesdays, we get our Tricycle Day Today newsletter. And last week, I wasn't here to review any of it with you. So there's a couple of articles from last week's issue and then this morning's issue that are, to me, fascinating. And I think one of the things that we try to do here, as you guys know, is we try to keep people up to date as to what's going on in the community. I certainly do my very best to keep the finger on the pulse. I spend 10% to 15% of my time researching. And by researching, I mean I'm reading. I'm looking at what's going on in the different states. I'm actually reading bills that are being written. I'm reading studies. I'm reading journals. I do whatever I can to keep myself informed, as well as I also continue to actively grow and commit myself to the community. So this is on Wednesdays. I'm sort of dedicated Wednesdays from now for a little while. Wednesdays is going to be our Information Wednesday. And a lot of what I'll be downloading to you is stuff that I have read or heard during the week, and then other things. Give me 5 people that like that idea. Give me 5 people that want to stay up to date. We still have the Spaghetic. I haven't done anything with this because I wasn't feeling it last week. I was pretty sick. So we still have this fella. And we're going to work on that tincture this week. We haven't forgotten it, and I have a tincture still soaking. Okay? But what we want to do is let's teach each other what's going on out there. Here's one of the quick articles. This one's a very quick article. He does a neat quick article at the end of each of the newsletters. Now he's have a neat slant. So I'm going to read this one. Trip first, ask questions later. Does anybody agree with that? Does that sound like a good idea? Trip first and ask questions later. It's an approach. And I don't know that we can say there's right and wrong answers to some of this stuff. Trip first, ask questions later. You're about to climb Mount Everest, and your Sherpa casually mentioned they've only ever been to the summit on Netflix. That's not exactly confidence inspiring, is it? And yet, for another kind of peak experience, psychedelic therapy, some people think guides don't need first-hand knowledge to lead the way. Seems crazy until you realize that no one expects their cardiologist to know what it feels like to have their chest cracked open. So which is it? Are therapists who've taken psychedelics better equipped to guide others through altered states or not? This guy's got such neat angles on things. A new study explored this question by interviewing mental health professionals who've journeyed themselves. Here's how they say it transformed their practice. Firstly, they became less directive. Instead of trying to solve clients' issues, they learned to trust the natural unfolding of the therapeutic process. Secondly, it made the therapist feel more present. They reported being better passengers in therapy. In other words, more willing to follow where the clients led, rather than controlling the journey. Gave them a wider lens. Their experiences opened them to seeing a spiritual and emotional dimension of mental health and not just symptoms to fix. I like that. Greater humility. After experiencing profound states themselves, they became more accepting of clients' unusual experiences. Naturally inclined. Many began incorporating natural metaphors, be nature, and recommending time outdoors as part of therapy. These are the therapists that tripped first before they decided to be guides. Now, it's worth noting that this study can't tell us whether these therapists actually got better results from their clients. Maybe experiencing altered states makes you a more empathetic guide. Or maybe the heart surgery. What really matters is technical experience, expertise. Good thing you don't have to be mutually exclusive. But, the article summarizes, we're going to play it safe and steer clear of any YouTube-trained shamans. You're getting ready to go up the mountain, and they tell you, I've never really been there before, but I'm going to take you. Yeah. Doesn't work great. I'm not doing politics. We don't do politics here. Politics it's a very personal, emotional, and divisive issue. So we don't do politics here. To the very best of our ability, even though it's so natural because our culture is always including it somewhere, somehow. So we don't do it. Either way, either side, purple, green, yellow, or brown, I don't care. What we care about is kindness and goodness and fairness. We care about fairness. Does anybody think that there was, in the past, that there have been people that have been prosecuted and put in jail by any administration? I'm not talking about anyone. Does anybody think that there's been people put in jail for drug possessions, for different drug activities that truly don't belong there? Does anybody think that the sentencing protocols can sometimes be completely out of line with the charge itself? I'm going to say this one. I hope I'm not offending anybody, and it's not political. It's factual. There are more African Americans being charged or being incarcerated for these drug crimes. And it half destroys their whole culture in the center of an Afrocentric community. Because the men are in jail, the women are running their communities, and it's not balanced. And we've done that. And if we can't admit it, we're wrong. So I'm okay with this one. I'm okay with this one. President Joe Biden announced Friday that he was commuting the sentences. Do not do politics with me. Do not Trump me. Do not Biden me. Do not demo. Don't. It's a president, that's all. President Joe Biden announced Friday that he was commuting the sentences of almost 2,500 people convicted of non-violent drug offenses. Using his final days in office in a flurry of clemency actions meant to nullify prison terms he deemed too harsh. The recent round of clemency gives Biden the presidential record for the most individual pardons. Today's clemency. Russell, I really did ask you to not do that. So please don't. It's just for everybody's sake. Today's clemency action provides relief for individuals who received lengthy sentences based on discredited distinctions between crack and powder cocaine, as well as outdated sentencing enhancements for drug crimes. Biden said in a statement, "This action is an important step toward righting historic wrongs, correcting sentencing disparities, and providing individuals an opportunity to return to their family and to their community after spending far too much time behind bars." Hours after the original statement, the White House released the name of 2,490 individuals. There could be more coming. Kara Gotch, the executive director of the advocacy group, the Sentencing Project, said in a statement that the debts of those sentenced under the old cocaine crack policies had long been paid. Cruel and excessive prison sentences that have been overwhelmingly harming Black communities have been the cornerstone of federal drug policy for generations. It incenses me that we do that to our own. Today's commutations are a welcome relief for countless families who have endured punishments for loved ones that far exceeded their utility. Our punishments should have a utility. With today's announcements, a standard for clemency and addressed decades-long injustices in our criminal justice system. I'm not into the politics of any of it. I want you to know that. You do not hear my personal political view. You don't even know what it is. Nobody should. I don't sit in this chair so I can espouse political views. I sit in this chair so I can learn how to be a better person and help the world be a better place. And when people are in prison for too long, and it's not an equality, We have an obligation to fix that. That's my opinion, and I have a right to it, and it's my show, and I'm going to tell you my opinion. And I hope I don't offend anybody, because that's not my goal. My goal is for us all to learn how to love and live better together. Every race, every creed, there's so much bullshit and all of that. Let's clean it up. Let's clean it up. A lot of people with those kind of stains on their records, we can remove those. They get another chance. And I approve that. So, that was a big deal I wanted to talk about today. I'm going to talk about one tomorrow that's going to be very, very interesting. I got a witness out there on that one. Thank you, guys. I'm going to talk about something really interesting tomorrow. There's a rabbi, okay? There's a rabbi. And he says, psychedelics are the elephant in the room in sacred Jewish text. He goes back through the Torah and other areas of the Jewish text. And we're remembering this is one of those ancient religions. We've found out that a lot of these ancient religions used psychedelics in their religious sacramental processes. He's going to make a case for the fact that it could have been happening in the Jewish Hebrew community 3,000, 4,000 years ago. And it's pretty fascinating. I come from a background of theology, and this is a huge footprint. It's very, very interesting. So hang in there. That's my one for tomorrow. We're going to want to talk about that a little bit. One more thing we're going to cover today, and then we'll get into some more of this tomorrow, is ibogaine. Ibogaine. Where is this now? Oh, I want to tell you about this. I have to tell you about this. We're honest here. We tell each other the truth here, because the truth is kind, right? Lying is not kind. No matter if you think you're lying, oh, it's a white lie, I'm trying to make them feel better. Actually, you're making yourself feel better. I want to talk about ibogaine a little bit this week because I'm not that familiar with it, and I'm becoming, because I wanted to know more, I've started reading and looking more into it, and there's some fascinating things coming down the pike about ibogaine. Yes, Rick Perry there. Fascinating. And it's something that definitely is something that's in our wheelhouse here. But there's something else, and this is, we have to be aware of this. Know where you're getting your psilocybin. Know who your providers are. Because as the whole thing's increasing and there's more awareness, we're getting more faulty stuff, might I say. Cases of psilocybin exposure are rising. Rocky Mountain Poison and Drug Safety developed a data collection program. It's called the Sentinel Poison Center Program. And the National Survey investigating hallucinogenic trends. This was all established to assess the effects of psychedelics throughout the United States. A big database of the effects of psychedelics throughout the United States. Sounds neat. In this data, popped up an alarming thing. It shows, let me see. Let me just go back. The primary purpose of the center program is to capture additional data not typically available through poison centers to quantify and monitor the medical outcomes associated with psychedelic drug use that are reported to U.S. poison centers. The program differentiates because it uses state programs and captures unmonitored data. The new data for 2024, encapsulated. Give me 5 people who want to hear what data did they put together, calculated out of 2024. Give me 5 people. I only do that because then I know I got your attention. This is some really interesting data that they've put together as they continue to grow this information. The number of psilocybin, here we go. The number of psilocybin calls to the U.S. poison centers have increased by 317% in the past 5 years. Psilocybin, I think I'm poisoned. 317%. The Colorado Poison Center was contacted 133 times between March and December for psychedelic exposures. Psilocybin was by far the most common psychedelic drug involved in poison center calls, followed by MDMA, LSD, and then ketamine. Wait for this. The ages for poison center calls ranged from 10 months old to 90 years old. So basically somebody dropped a shroom cap and the baby's crawling around. How the heck's a 10-month-old? That just boggles my mind. The main reason adults gave for using psychedelics was for celebratory reasons. Only 2 cases involved use of psilocybin for medical treatment. Out of the calls that they received, they were all personally ingested, except for 2 that were involved with medical treatment. Psychedelic use across the United States, 4.8% of adults have used psychedelic drugs within the last year. 4.8% of us. That comes out to about 12.5 million people. It's a respectable number. 12.5 million people use psychedelic drugs in the past year. Psilocybin, of those drugs, psilocybin was the most used. It was the most used. 1.8% of adults, or 4.9 million people, used it in the last year. Psilocybin use across the U.S. Half of those who use psilocybin agree with the statement that the use of psilocybin improved their mental health. This is the Poison Center gathering data, and there's bad news, but it's pretty balanced news. In Colorado, the psilocybin use is more than any other state. How do you like that? 3.1% of all Coloradans have used psilocybin, or about 140,000 of you. Pretty neat. And the study determines this. Nerdy, you're guilty. You're not guilty. Nerdy, you're transformative. Okay? How about this one? Reason for psilocybin use across the United States. There's 3 different categories that they give the reason: medical, spiritual, and recreational. Which one do you think's the lowest? Medical, spiritual, or recreational? Reason for use as reported to the Poison Center. Medical is the least. That's correct, Anthony. Medical. Spiritual is the middle use. And recreational, 58% of the people using it did it for recreational purposes. 43% spiritual, and about 4% medical. Interesting factoids. We're going to read a couple more articles tomorrow. Okay? Give me 5 people that thought that was interesting factoids today. Give me about 5 people. Woo! We are learning here. By far from me too, cleaning. Mine's more spiritual, and then I know the medical properties are helping me too. Recreational, not so much. Once a year at a mush fest. Once a year at a mush fest. Michael Patterson's like, can we get some more facts, Pops? I have more facts this week. We're going to learn more stuff here together this week. All right? I think it's incredibly important. Let's do a reading, and then let's let you guys go. Practice your kindness homeworks. What we really want to talk about, I can't wait to tell you about the religious aspects, the Jewish religious aspects of psilocybin use, and a couple other really, really neat articles. We're going to have fun, and we're going to do the spaghetic tinctures, and we're going to continue to do giveaways. Today we did 4 giveaways today, so we'll continue that pattern tomorrow. This is a very short but incredibly powerful reading this morning. Okay? I'm reading this morning from the Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo. It's not a very long reading, but it's gravitational. Paige, have a good day. Mushmouth, the giveaway was a tincture. I'm sending you a bottle of a tincture and a few supplements. Okay? Inside gravity, the same things happen, just slower. When a plate breaks, we call it an accident. When a heart breaks, we call it sad. If it's ours, we call it tragic. When a dream breaks, sometimes we call it unfair. Ever done that? Fair schmear. Fair ranks up there in the words of like deserve and fair. Fair unless I'm actually sitting there looking at a scale. Fair is so subjective, and it's something that we think we deserve. We don't, nature doesn't say I'm fair. When a dream breaks, we sometimes call it unfair. Yet ants drop dirt and manage more. And birds drop food, but they peck again. But as humans, when we drop what we need, philosophies and complaints abound. It's not that we moan, but that we stop listening to ourselves moan. That's powerful. We don't even hear ourselves bitch and complain. I've never heard an ant or a bird drop a complaint ever, or philosophize about why. It's pretty amazing. Still, stars collide and histories will begin. In our world, something is always letting go, and something is always hitting the earth. Often, that which lets go survives by the releasing. Often, that which is hit survives by staying soft. By allowing what hits it to temporarily shape it, like stones in mud. As humans, we take turns letting go, and we take turns being hit. Love softens this process. And peace slows it down. Until in moments that are blessed, we get to catch and play and feel everything that we need. Super powerful. When you're stand rigid, get hit, you're going to take a big blow. Take it softly. Take it softly. You can survive it. There was one other option, one other thing in there. That which lets go survives by releasing. We're holding on to it too tight, we squeeze it to death. You want to give it life? Let it go. Give it a chance to breathe. Don't capture it. Attend to it. Have a good day today. I'll see you guys here, same much time, same much channel, tomorrow. Let's keep growing together. Let's keep learning things. Let's keep exploring our growth potential. Okay? I love you guys very, very much. Thank you for being here. Sincerely, I mean that. Cleany and Rodman and Derek Anderson and the Good Guy. And Four Leaf and Trippin. Good morning, Trip. And Michael Shanti. Absolutely correct. Anthony the Big Man Thornton. Derek Anderson and Jesus Christ in Australia. Mushy. Hey, Mushy, my birthday's in 2 days. Just so you know. Four Leaf and Rodman and the Good Guy. And Nerdy and Derek Anderson and Cleaning, I love you. And Anthony and Shy. Good morning, Shy. Hey, you're playing some great guitar out there, young man. Herbie and Anthony and Trent. Trent, you have a good day. Lotto! Hair care! Green Tables, the Good Guy Trippin'. The Good Guy. Billy D. Arthur G. Good morning, Jolie. Peace to you, Higgs. I love my Higgs. Cleany and Derek Anderson and Sue is a little Meyer. Four Leaf and Kim, love you. Kate, International Kindness Ambassador. Rodman and I Am and Bill D. And Nippy, love them all. And Kingy Metz. And Jesus Christ and Laura, have a divine day. B. Hendricks and Saska Mojo. You too, Mushy. Doc and HB and Classic. And Sue. And we're all having birthdays. And Jesus and Mushy and Nerd and the Good Guy and Santa. Go read the Tricycle. HB and Free and Michael. Good morning, Free. Michael Shanti Ners. No, baby, I'm okay. Street Glide. I loving your videos to me. Justin, Pacers, Shy. The practice makes us better. Pacers, John Zook, Sue, Exception, have an exceptional day. The Good Guy, B. Hendricks, McWazzy, Wasserton, Anthony, Mushmouth, John Zook, I Am, Taxi, Nerdy, and B. Hendricks, Pops. 4 things. Come on, man. 4. That's all it is. It's so simple. 4. Be impeccable with your word. So powerful. Next, don't take stuff personal. We're not that big a deal. 3rd, no exceptions. Just don't have them. Whatever happens is going to happen. And you're the author of your divine dignity. 4th, do your best. If you did your best today, wait till you see how you sleep tonight. Pops out.